Welcome to Session 2 of Module 4. We will look at the process of verification in detail and examine the role of campus management, the verification of marks. Let us start with the verification of marks. Although the ICAS document only refers to the fact that verification of marks needs to be done, we will discuss this in more detail. What is meant by the verification of marks? This means the confirmation or authentication of marks. Lecturers are all human beings, and mistakes can be made throughout the marking and recording process. Remember that the marks on the mark sheet must correspond with the IT system or ITS record, which will be sent to the Department of Higher Education and Training. Also, the scripts must be verified against the mark sheet and the ITS record. The academic board must ensure process of verification is completed and signed off by the academic deputy principal and principal before submitting on time to the DHET. Here is a guideline for verification. First, the basic steps to follow are: assess, moderate a sample, return scripts to students, discuss marking, collect scripts, record marks, indicate moderated marks, capture marks on ITS, carry out verification. To verify the process, use these steps. Go through scripts again if errors were discovered. Students verify that marks are correct. Verify marks against mark sheet and on ITS. Sign a declaration form. Sign off by academic or campus managers. Please do not kill the verification process with too much paperwork. It should be streamlined to the minimum paperwork. Here are two suggested ways to streamline. For NCV programs, use the template in Annexure I, the consolidated record of performance in ICAS tasks for each student. Each student will have this form for each subject in his or her POE. Notice student and study details. The marks are then captured on the applicable mark sheet, which you will find in Annexure J. Record raw marks, converted marks, and weighting. There is also space for signing. Each student will have the form per subject in his or her POE. These marks are then captured on the applicable mark sheet, see Annexure J. It is suggested that the following will be added at the bottom of each mark sheet as proof that all marks have been verified. The final verification is completed as follows. The subject lecturer has the actual scripts of students for all the assessments. This can be either in the POE of the student or in a file or envelope. Lecturer 2, who is the verifier, checks whether the marks, as read out by subject lecturer directly from the scripts, are the same as the recorded marks on the mark sheet and the ITS printout. It is preferable that this is done near to a computer so that mistakes can be rectified immediately. For the Report 191 programs, it is suggested that you use the template for the recording of marks in your ICAS template document. You do not need anything more than this. It is strongly advised that you create this form on Excel so that the conversions of marks are done automatically and correctly. Columns for raw marks have been added because students cannot really verify from converted marks. As with the NCV programs, the final verification is a once-off occurrence. The role of campus management in the verification process. We are nearing the end of our training. What is the role of campus management in the verification process? HODs, academic and campus managers take the ultimate responsibility for the whole verification process. There are no prescribed forms for this, and colleagues have to create their own. The two forms that follow are suggestions for you to use. This is suggested Form 1. Notice the full study or course details, as well as space for declarations and signatures. The completed form can then be handed in at the academic manager to be filed. Once the academic manager has received these forms, one per lecturer, then a final declaration can be made by the academic manager and the campus manager. For this, there is Form 2. Again, there is space for study details, as well as declarations and signatures. Should there still be incorrect marks, errors, the examiner officer, academic, and campus manager will have to complete this template to report back to the DHET regarding why errors were made. The relevant details are filled in, after which the form is signed. We would really like you to avoid this. This is the end of Module 4. We have covered the verification of marks and the role of campus management in the verification process. Conclusion. The DHET places a high premium on planning, teaching and assessing to equip the student for the workplace. It is therefore imperative that lecturers adhere to the ICAS guidelines and templates in order to ensure consistency, reliability, authenticity and validity with regard to marks obtained for the ICAS component. We trust that this workshop has equipped you for full and correct implementation of the ICAS for both Report 191 programs and the NCV qualifications. Well done, lecturers. You have really captured the essence of the ICAS.